And hello everybody, how are we doing? Let's get the camera slightly altered. There we go, that's better. Yes, good evening, good evening, good evening. Hope everyone is having a good day. It's still bloody hot here, even though it did rain, and as is tradition, I did get caught in it. Drenched. It's fine. It's cold rain as well, so it's actually nice. It was really nice, really lovely. But I don't know. I think what's the weather looking for the rest of the weekend? Apparently we might have thunderstorms at some point during the night, maybe. The rain should be stopping if it's not. Actually, I think it's already stopped. But then, yeah, apparently, by saying that, I'm like 20 miles away from home on Saturday working. So, what's up, Sam? What's up, Freak? How's it going? But yes, you might get Freak might get a tropical storm. I'm trying to remember, you're in the northern part of the US, aren't you? Just can't remember which side. Why is quite the opposite? Wait, you south? Why did I think you were winning Florida, man? Why did I think you were north? I don't know. Do you have family up north or something? I'm just thinking perhaps you were just talking about a time where you were visiting someone, and that's where my brain has kind of remembered it. Have family up north. Okay, that must be it. It must have been a time when we were talking about that and you were up visiting, and that's kind of what stuck in my head. But yeah, freak Florida, man. Oh my god, definitely for you. But yeah, so I'm there's a small possibility that I might stream for a bit tomorrow, because I'm not starting at work until 1:15 in the morning. So I might, so technically that's Saturday morning, so I might stream for a few hours tomorrow night, or I might not and just keep myself free just in case some other work comes up. However, I was actually offered a job, right, in a town called Hitchin, which is something like an hour's drive away from me. And it's like, and I'm like, okay, if you pay the fuel, that's fine. I'll be willing to do that. You know, and yeah, so they'll go, yeah, we've got it's like a one-off job over there tomorrow. So you drive over, you do your shift, and then, you know, you come back. Okay, what times? 6 p.m. Okay, that sounds fine. So 9 a.m. No, fuck that. I'm not doing 15-hour shifts with an hour driving either side. Like, no, not a chance. Not a chance. That is basically a 17-hour day, and I don't get much. I'm not going to get much sleep on a Friday / Saturday morning anyway, because, you know, I've got to get up, I've got to do stuff with the children during the day Saturday, and then I'm working Saturday night. So I don't mind that. Friday I'm finishing at 5:30, and then you'll get home probably about, you know, by the time I fall asleep, it'll be like 7:30, 8 o'clock, yeah? And then I'll be up at about 12, 1 o'clock. That, okay, that's fine. Coming back home at gone 10 o'clock, then, you know, if you've ever, I'm can't assume anyone's ever done security work, or, you know, the industry that I'm in, you can't just jump straight into bed and go to sleep. It's not possible. You've got to switch off. You've literally spent hours on end being constantly on watch, on guard. You may have had some fights that night, or some major incidences or something. You know, you need a bit. You got to unwind. Brain's got to switch off before you can go to sleep. I've tried it where I've, like, I'm straight home, gone straight to bed, and then I'm just laying in bed awake for 4 hours. I need to do something to switch off for a good hour before I even try to get to sleep. Yeah. So yeah, if I accept this job, I'd be going to sleep at like no earlier than 11 o'clock. Just to get up between 12 and 1 and then still doing a full Saturday. So I'm like, no. You're all right. Appreciate you thinking of me, but no, I'm going to stick to the 4 hours that I've got at the club tomorrow. It's a lot less money, but it's also, I will actually get some sleep, and it'll be strangely less dangerous dealing with dickheads wanting to stab me than it would be being absolutely shattered, barely getting able to keep awake while driving a car. So, multiple times across a weekend. So no, I'm like not happening. Anyway, what's up, Silver? What's up, Splaster? Going home with the sun in your eyes. I mean, I do that anyway. Until we're back to like sunrise being between 6 and 7 in the morning. It's always daylight when I leave work or getting home anyway. It's just the hours that I do. It is what it is. So, what are we doing? I think we've spent enough time yapping along. Get my little fidget cube. Just, idle hands, double playgrounds, and all that. So, as chosen by Discord, it was a fairly close fight, but in the end, F1 Manager 24 won out. I will be doing X4 at least once, one stream next week, regardless, because we haven't done it once this week, so we're definitely going to be back to a bit of X4 next week. So I'll look at trying to mix and match. So I'll be doing both. So tonight is Japan and China. These are the two races that we're going to aim to get through tonight. We've got some minor upgrades that are coming in. That maybe just brings us up the field a smidgen. I'm not confident that it's going to be that much. If we have a look, we're gonna look at race prep. Right, race prep. That's race preview. Where's race? Where's the whole thing about? It hasn't email disappeared. I'm sure there's like oh no, because we're not quite there yet. We're 2 days away. We stopped before the sponsor plan, didn't we? Because we're going to look at the sponsor plan. Good. The X4 adventure continues. Yeah, absolutely. Look. X4 is a game that the X series in general is a franchise that I've always loved since I first started playing it. We only took a break from it, just because there was other things, and then obviously all the shit that happened last year, so I couldn't maintain any consistency. So that's why we took such a long break from it. Now, obviously we're back. I feel that's 7.1, which is the current version, is a really, really good state. There's a few annoyances. There's a few things that really needs to be improved. I've read somewhere that I've not found where it's been officially confirmed, but I've read somewhere that they've confirmed that they're continuing to work on X4. Like, there's still more to come with it. But I've not seen any anything official to say how many patches or DLCs yet they're intending to release before. That's it. X4 done. We're now moving on to the next project, whether that's X5 or something else. But I've got well over 1,000 hours in X4. We're definitely going back to it. It's a game I love. I know that my pacing, the way I play it, is a lot slower than how most people play it. But it has to be where, look, I've still got to enjoy it. If I'm doing it just purely to make it look good for YouTube and it ruins my enjoyment of it, then I'm not going to do it. If me enjoying it means it's just not as ideal for YouTube or Twitch, sorry, but main reason why a lot of people come and watch me because they like the fact that I'm playing games that I enjoy. And if I'm not enjoying it, then I will drop it and move on to something else. Like, I won't keep pushing myself through. You know, the main example that I always bring up with this is Dyson Sphere Program. I gave it a number of goes because generally it's a game liked by the community that I have, as well as a lot of streamers and YouTubers that are my friends. I could not get into it. I really struggled, but it's a good game there. It's just not for me at the time. So I kind of just kept giving it a shot. Every major patch, just give it a shot for 2-3 streams. Didn't like it. Okay, we're shelving it. So I gave it a fair crack. And then they brought in the Dark Fog. And then I played that for like, 2 months solid. Like, I didn't even touch anything else on stream than Dyson Sphere for like nearly 2 months. Because something then just clicked. And like I said, the Dark Fog, there was a reason. There was something that just drew me in. It was the missing element, and then the gradual improvements over time that had happened since I last done it with, like quality of life features, the UI, things like that. So when the next big patch comes along, the Dyson Sphere, we're absolutely going back to it. Or maybe I might have a gap where actually there's nothing I really fancy. We might just load that up. You know, at the moment, the main game is X4 because I love it. I've always loved it. You know, this is F1 Manager is keeping me engaged enough where we will keep this going. This week is the first week, so we're doing the whole week break basically. I will start doing a bit less and less because it's going to be based on how the development curve goes with it. Like, I could see that there might be a point where I go, you know what? The balance of the bugs is just too much. It's ruining my enjoyment too much, and we might step away until big patches. Like Manor Lords, I really enjoyed it initially, and then the bugs hit. I haven't touched it since. I'm pretty sure those bugs have been fixed, but I've not gone back to it. Like, I've not even felt the desire to go back to it, which is actually a shame, but it's what it is. Right, click autofill. So we'll just keep sticking on the screen because there's nothing we're going to do other than click autofill and confirm. Continue to the race weekend. Anyway, yes, Sam, we finished we finished 20th and 21st because Hulkenberg crashed out. So we were not last. F1 Manager 21, I don't know how many streams we did on that in the end. I think we did 2. Got 700,000 and max factions in Red River. Let me know when you want to give it a go. Okay, we'll do. Let me know when there's a big patch, Blaster. I think it might be when I'll come back to it. Oh yeah, and in Australia we actually got both cars into Q2, so we started on the grid of 15th and 16th, but then I got very, very frustrated because this is where we saw how bad the confidence mechanic was. Like, I was expecting us to drop pretty quick, but we didn't. They kept it going pretty well, and then Fletcher had a lock up, jumped back to last. And then, who was it? Russell then overtook Anishi, which knocked her confidence to the point that basically she forgot to drive. And within a lap and a half, we'd lost 5 places. Which was absolutely stupidly ridiculous. Like, she weren't even fighting. It was like, no, I'm just going to move out of the way. Because I forgot, like, even on the straights, like, literally get taken over in the corner, and then by the next corner, and bear in mind, Australia's quite a tight bloody circuit, so going through, like, the beginning of Sector 2, before you hit the third DRS zone, or technically the second, so you get all the sharp corners. She went that bad, she'd get overtaken, and by the next corner, it would be 2 seconds behind. Like, the only way that happens is if you actually literally come to a fucking full stop. Yeah, it really just annoyed me. And I'm told, at least what I've read and heard, that it's just as bad in the opposite direction. Like, either side of the spectrum is too much. Like, if you've got top tier mentality and confidence, they become way better than they should. Like, they suddenly become super drivers. And then if you've got bad mentality and zero confidence, you know, basically you become like Granddad, who's half blind, trying to drive a car that last saw service back in the 1950s. You know. Right, so we've got our weather centre's been upgraded. So we've got a bit of forecast accuracy increase. Right, there we go. Strategy prep. This is what we were looking for. So the race of the Japanese Grand Prix is almost here. So I wanted to make sure that the team is prepared before we leave. This is a balanced circuit and our car isn't well suited to it due to its low high-speed performance. Just say our car isn't well suited to anything. Just saying. We're predicting that the best strategy for this circuit will be a two-stop. Historically, I'm not even going to read this back out because I keep saying about how horribly worded it is. Right, so 30 seconds under standard condition, 17 under safety car. Okay, race targets. We're going to do 25th and 21st. I still think board's expectations is based on a 20 driver grid still. Apparently, our performance has gone up. We're ranked now 15th. And 16th. Before, we were 18th and 19th. So, but I'm going to do it that way. Next one adds a new map and weapons. But do you know what weapons?
Konnichiwa from the Suzuka circuit in
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So don't know how it can be that sensitive. It's a balancing thing. Right, if you've ever played Football Manager, it's the same. That has the same issue. It's a new feature that have come in, so there's just no balance to it. You know, it's like I remember. You're not gonna be old enough to remember this, Sam. I remember when what Euros or World Cup was it? It was when Italy played France many years ago. Materazzi got headbutted by Zidane in his last international tournament for France, and he got immediate red card. The following Football Manager release, because it's basically a straight red card for, I don't know, certain type of foul play. So they kind of added it in because it was been a big thing. So they added it in. Don't think you watched it. To be fair, I don't think you're old enough to have watched it. Like, I think this might have been before you were born, mate. So the following year, Football Manager adds, this similar thing. This type of red card misconduct type thing on the pitch. New feature, to make a deal. It's a brand new feature that this can happen. They overcooked it, which is basically practically every match someone was being sent off for something like this. Like, they required 2 patches before they brought it into it being, reasonable. And I think, wasn't that the 2006 World Cup final? It might have been. All I remember is Italy versus France. It was towards the end of the game. Materazzi said something. And I only know Materazzi because he's a former Everton player and I'm an Everton supporter. And you got Zidane, whatever, the French captain in his last tournament. The bold guy who played in Spain at the time. There's basically to turn round, dropping his head, and then headbutting him like a bull. Straight red card, as it is. But yeah, it was. So this confidence, this mentality thing, it's a new feature. So basically, it's overcut. They just need to read it in. That is what they need to do. They just need to read it in. Right. So don't forget, we got 400% across the board again for 2 races running. Do we think we're gonna get? Do we think we're gonna go for three for a third time? Maybe. Our car seems semi-decent in wet weather, strangely. Very strangely. Right, I'm going to knock this up to 25. Knock this up to 25. You've never got 100% setup confidence, really? I don't know. I find it... I mean, if you do all the practices, you technically, depending on how you do it, you have 6 or 7 attempts to get there. Right. Let's go send them out. I love Suzuka. It's an awesome track to drive at. Suzuka and Australia are my favourite 2 tracks. How does the tyre return things work? It basically, if the whole of practice is dry, they take back 2 slicks. The slicks they use are the 2 most worn slicks, or if you only use 1 set of slicks, then they'll take another non-used slick, which is usually one of the softs. At least that's what I've noticed. Like, our pace is nowhere. My favourite to drive in F1 Tour is Silverstone, Spa, and Portugal. I'd love. I'll tell you one circuit I used to love driving in Gran Turismo, Nuremberg. Oh, fuck's sake! Why is it our cars are always the ones that are like crashing and getting damage?
Let's have a look at the action. It's all at the final corner. Pushing a bit too hard at this point.
It's free practice.
Between the cars, inevitable. And
it's free practice. Why are you even doing that? Just back the fuck out. So we've basically got to replace a wing now. Yeah, Nuremberg on Gran Turismo, it's like literally an 8-9 minute lap. Like, you can't realistically try and memorize it. Fuck's sake. Can you change the aggressiveness? I think so. I've not actually looked. One thing, Sam, you got to kind of realise what changes what. So the 2 things you want to try and narrow down, first of all, is your straights. Because the only thing that has any impact on the straights is your wing. Yeah? So you get that narrowed down, your wings, you're then never changing them if you can get that into optimal. Which then makes it easier because it then lowers it down to 3 options of what you're changing after that. So you kind of... You are a bit at the behest of the AI to decide when it's going to tell you how good your straights is. So you do have to like look out a bit. Yeah, it's just about like trying to what's the next one? That anti-roll affects 4, tire chamber affects also 4, then tow out only affects 2. Yeah. So ideally, if it falls where you get to hold your straights first, and then braking stability or cornering, it starts getting a bit easier to what you're knocking off. Should we just kick back? No, we'll keep the inters on. I'm just going to lower the run time to 20 laps, so no refueling. I don't think we're going to get 100% though, because we're not going to get the full amount of laps that we want. No, we don't actually get the option of overtaking, doing any of the aggressiveness or anything like that. I'm just glad that wasn't a new wing, because that would have been really fucking annoying. So going back to tires, are just 2 tires. Yeah. What they take. So because this is wet weather session, I think they'll only take. I think they might only take 1. Because we won't be using it, they'll just probably take a soft. Cars. Oh, we might even go on to wet tires. That, I'm pretty sure that's wet tire weather. We might, yeah, I don't think we're getting this nailed in. Yeah, so our minor upgrades, it's made 0 difference. Like, we're actually further back than pre-upgrades. So I think the AI teams might have got some upgrades coming as well. And that's something else that Frontier need to do. Please take a page out of Sport Interactive's book, where there'll be some new, like, some new stuff or some information or rumors about the other teams. You know, world building, as it were. So now we've just done personal bests at least. Do I play? I used to play Football Manager. I haven't played I haven't brought the most recent 2. Right, we're about to hit dry weather conditions, dry track conditions, but no, we're not swapping over because it's going to start going back up if our forecast is right. So that's now, no, just ignore again. Why are you kicking me out of that? There you go, it's back to damp as predicted. See, nowadays I don't really play many games for myself. If I'm not intended to stream it, I don't really touch them. There's a few games that I do, but I don't. Yeah, so last Football Manager I owned was 2022. Right, come in, because you're 5'5". I think if we, I'm not sure if that's going to go up to blue tyre conditions. Yeah, so this is going to be a high front wing angle. Probably highish anti-roll. See how that goes. I'm going to lower it down to 20 laps. That's going into pop territory, so no. There's a setup change from wet to dry. No, there's no... the simulation isn't that in-depth when it comes to car setups. Honestly, all the car setup does... It's like Motorsport Manager if you've ever played it. All it does is just... It's about the confidence of your driver going into the race. Like... I haven't had a chance. I've still got to do this where I like deliberately do the worst possible setup versus the best possible setup. Same car, same race. Oh, for fuck's... Car retired.
There's a yellow flag now.
You're on an empty track. I'm tempted just to reload it because why do we get to watch it twice? No, no, we get to just watch the empty pit lane. Okay, so definitely not 100%. That is bloody ridiculous. You're on an empty track. So what tyres has everyone else gone on? Inters. Also, virtual safety car in FP1. I know, right?
Resubscription received.
So, Solid Bond, thank you very much for the tier 1 for 33 months. There we go. We just had a dull pyramid. Okay, so apparently we actually might not quite go into blue tyre conditions. You know, we've got no numbers on this side. Like, right, head in. I just saw a yellow flag pop up for a split second. Of course, Fletcher, just seen it. Of course it's going to be us. Because who else? Right, so we now know this is practically the optimal window for straights. So it's now about getting the wings just right. Yeah, okay, so this is going to be the optimal for the wings for Fletcher. You know, why are we struggling to get that in? Huh. Hi, Warren. Sorry, something else has affected the straight line. Or did I not put that where I thought I did? Okay, let's try that. We'll just stick on that. We'll drop you down to 18 laps. You're not going to have time though, realistically. I think as a collective we can drive faster than these two. Maybe. I don't know. I just think the mistakes are way too high for us relative to the other drivers. We're not going to get much information. It's only a few minutes, but get like a lap in. And get a second lap in. Something I've also noticed is that when you're doing 8 or 16 speed, it's more likely that there's going to be problems. Like suddenly because obviously when you go the faster speed, it simplifies the calculation and simulation. Part of that simplifying seems to actually make it more obvious. Like if I'd run that entire practice session at 1 or 2 speed, or maybe even well, no, because actually Anishi's one happened at 4 speed. But if I'd run that at 1 or 2 speed, I could almost guarantee that no one would have had any problems whatsoever, or would been very, very unlikely. But because I'm running at 4, 8, 16, it seems just to increase the frequency of issues. And I don't know, anecdotally, it's feeling like it's going, okay, there has to be a problem. So we're going to randomly pick a driver based on a number of factors with their stats. And it's just going, well, I'm more likely to have my drivers picked, so it's always my drivers. That's what it feels like. Doesn't it feel like it's doing like this calculation per driver? It just feels like the background simulation is way too simplistic. I could be wrong, but it's what it feels like. Car parts missing. That's an entire brand new fucking car. No. So there's going to be a difference in suspensions because we brought in new suspension. Sure you want to keep Anishi. Anishi's still the better driver. This is the confusing part. Like stat-wise, she's the better driver. And also took damage to the engine. So we also need to put a second engine on. Gearbox. Completely took out the gearbox. ERS. I mean, this is what, our 4th race. 4th out of 24. Oh. Problem is, it doesn't tell me how... What was the only part that remained? The underfloor. But it doesn't tell me how damaged it is. It won't tell me until after the race. Unfortunately, until it fails, you can't replace it with the same part, which I find to be completely silly. But yeah, with effectively, it's a brand new car. Right, apparently, we set no way are we set to... Why are we set on hards? apparently it's partly cloudy. Thought it was going to rain both sessions. Okay, well, yeah. So they still took two of the softs. No, Sam, we don't get to name the parts or the car. It's automatically done by the game. I should have just jumped on. I should have just jumped on a pair of softs, just to wear it down. So, sorry, or medium or something. So effectively, we're going to class that as our free practice 3 tyres been taken then. So we'll run a set of hard and softs with this. You know, I've got a feeling we're going to... Why am I not being told what the weather is? Why can I not see the forecast? I've literally got to go in before I can see the forecast. And then if the forecast is we're going to have issues, that's when I have to change the tyres. Yeah. In about 10 minutes. 11 minutes. We're going to kick over into green tyre weather close to blue tyre. Right, well, in that case, just head out. I don't know. The issue I've got is that there just doesn't feel like there's enough improvements between the games. Like, this is the 3rd iteration. It doesn't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you what, you might as well. Since we're only going to get like 10-ish laps on these, just, you know, just do constant push laps. So Fletcher and Perez are jockeying for position. Haven't bought anything since 21 because it's such a waste of money. I mean, last year apparently they doubled the price, so it definitely wasn't worth it. I only got it last year because I got it when it was like on a 95% sale or something, so I paid less than a £5. I've only got it this year because of the crate team, but I'm still not seeing the I'm not really seeing much in the way of improvements. And the problem is, if they go down the FIFA route or the EA route, the problem with this, yeah, is they've basically taken Motorsport Manager, thrown a proper 3D engine on it, got official licensing, and changed a couple of things, and went, there, that's good enough. Like, the whole R&D and facility aspect of this game is directly ripped from Motorsport Manager. It's identical, practically. Yeah, so we're starting to get water now coming on the track. But, you know, I love the whole, you know, being able to, like, tell a story aspect, going through. There's just certain things that are very frustrating about this. Right. Let's see. Right, so anything like Fletcher, we know we need higher wings. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Like 20 laps again. Jump onto intermediates. Yeah, we're already into intermediate. We'll be well into it by the time they've done the setup changes. Yeah, and you might as well come in and kick you over as well. Hopefully you've hit a 5 by the time you come back round, because you've been on 4 for a little bit now. There you go, 5. D. Yeah, and if I just straight up simulate, it's even worse. There we go. 84%. We've got an optimal and optimal. Right, so the wings are... Oh, Gee!
Storage capacity received.
Thank you for the 5,000 bits. Hello, stranger. How's it been?
Yay!
Straight up to the top of the leaderboard. I'm surprised that Silver hasn't kind of quickly jumped in and dropped his 200 bits just to turn it into a hype train. Probably not here right now, to be honest. Oh, there we go.
Bits received.
What was that? Did you hear me, or was you just in the process of doing it? Thank you very much for the 200 bits, Silver. Much appreciated. There we go. So straight up hype train. So if you've got a prime that you've yet to use and you want to go and get the
Gift subscription received.
Oh, Warren, thank you very much for gifting a sub to Sam. So there we go. We've got the golden hype trains up and available. So it would be Geek and Warren. Yeah. But so what are we thinking? What are we thinking for this? I agree, Sam. That my community are very, very nice people. Okay, I think any changing of the anti-roll distribution is I'm not... Okay, I think anti-roll is in the perfect place. So I think we've got wing angles down, anti-roll distribution is down. So we just need to figure out tire camber and toe out. I mean, tire camber is toe out. Huh. I'm missing something, or we can't. don't know. I feel like something's off here. Like, that's the closest that I can get braking stability and cornering together. But braking stability is just out. You leave for Spain in 2 weeks? Oh, it's not long. Can you take me? Deal with a break from this country. I've got a minute left on the hype train if anyone wants to jump in. Perhaps you've got a prime. Bouts of low GAF. Toured local. Oh, give a fuck. Okay. Toured local university with the daughter last weekend. Is she still not decided what where she wants to go yet? Meet you in Barcelona, mate. If I had the money, absolutely. No, but she has 1 year left. Yeah, that's. Well, I mean, when does she have to like? I mean, saying that she has a year before she starts, or is that a year till she has to make the decision and start doing the applications? I'm hesitant to use another Inter because we could potentially be out of Inters before she can start applying. I think this month. Yeah, I'd imagine she'd want to get that decision made this month. Then you did miss a hype train freak, but thank you Warren, Silver and Geek for that hype train. Show off those conductor badges. Hear this beeping in the background music. It's identical beeping as the sound for both my fans that I have upstairs, in my boys' room and in my room. So every time I hear it, I keep thinking my son is messing around with his fan. Thing is, he's not here tonight, so I definitely know it's not him. So either, you know, identical beeps, or I've got a ghost in the house. I mean, I can't really rule out either, to be honest. Have you made your decisions then, Sam, what you're doing? What did we actually do? Did we actually put? Yeah, we did put you on intermediate. So I was thinking, actually, did I do the setup right? I didn't freaking change the setup on Fletcher, did I? The VSC, fucking Anishi again.
And yes, we have. We've had a crash. What happened there?
It's a brand new car. That means we're practically going to we're running out of parts. Well, that's the exact same spot as last time, isn't it? What we think? Quickly reload. Two crashes. I want to do this because I want to check. Yeah. If it happens again. Because in my personal save, you know how many times I've had to save scum because I just got sick of the crashes. Like, I would literally run out. I was literally having to purchase brand new cars every single race. Because one of my drivers would crash out every race. Like, it was that ridiculous. So basically, I would save it and just keep redoing it until she actually finished the race. Because otherwise, I would have just gone bankrupt from replacing the car every race. Sure it won't happen again. I think it will. Weather's fixed. Just saying. It actually remembered what we set for our race targets as well. How weird's that?
Konnichiwa.
Like, we reloaded to a save before we set those targets, but it remembered those targets. How strange. But no. But strangely, and we already know this, the weather is predetermined at the start of the season. Because you can actually get a save game editor and change it. Like to what the weather's going to be for each race. Because it's all set and it's all in the database. So how about that for ridiculousness? What did we say? I'm gonna try and remember what this was now. See. Is it 40? 40, 35, 40? I don't know. I'm just going to say 35. That seems weird. I agree. I think that is absolutely ridiculous. Like, again, he's remembered what tyre we selected last as well. Why? Why? Now, are the car setup preferences randomised? We're going to find out. If this is in the 90s, no. Because we were on set to get like mid to high 90s with this setup. Yeah. So if it's still in the mid to high 90s, then we're good. Then it means that setups are fixed as well. I just don't think there's much in the way of simulation, if I'm honest. Like I said, you know, speaking as a former programmer, speaking as a former QA tester, speaking as a multi-decade long gamer, the more I pick this apart, as in the more we look past the surface, the worse it is. How disappointing is that? Like, this is a big studio. Like, they have no excuses. I can't actually remember what we set for. So I'm just going to do the same as what we did for a neat sheet, and then hope it's like in the same ballpark. The setup does change. So the setup does change per car per driver. So one setup won't work the same every year as the car changes. It also will not work for every driver. There is variation. Like I said, the whole concept of like free practice, R&D, car setups, setup confidence, they've ripped it directly from Motorsport Manager, which, may I add, is a mobile game that was ported to the PC, and it only got popular because basically it was the only game, the only game of the genre. You know. I should have noted what the time and like amount of laps, whatever. Because you got to remember, one thing in Codemasters F1, Mechanical faults. Is it the mechanical faults that immediately retire you out? Yeah, the mechanical faults are determined pre-race. And we know this because we tested it. When they first introduced mechanical faults to the player, we tested it. Like, I run the same race 4 or 5 times. And every time my car had a mechanical fault on the same turn at the same on the same lap. Same fault, retired. Every single playthrough of that race, because it is not RNG, it's not determined during the race, it is decided before the race even begins. And it's the same with the AI. If there's going to be a mechanical retirement, it's decided before the race even starts. Which is ridiculous. It's also another reason why I've stopped caring about Codemasters F1 is because the simulation's just not there. There's no AI. The AI is just simply driving around on rails, which is why it's like the player is invisible to the AI. So you're not actually racing the AI. You're just trying to. They're just traffic for you. That's all. That's all the AI is. It's just traffic. Flashback just before the fight happened. It happened after. Yeah, it's. It's like the big drawing point of these games is the simulation aspect, and it's like the devs just don't bother with it. And let's be blunt. Codemasters F1 only gets sales because it's the officially licensed F1 game. They lose the license and just start, I don't know, doing what Pro Evolution Soccer did, where you've got a racing game, but you just have fake drivers, fake teams. No one's gonna buy it. Like, honestly, no one will buy it. The only reason why Pro Evolution Soccer still got sales because it was either that or FIFA. F1 racing games. There's a lot more racing in the racing game genre. People will just jump ship onto one of the other racing games because as a game they are better. But everyone does the F1 because of the license. Yeah, I stick to it because of the career mode. But remove the license. No, the career mode by itself won't be enough. FM's getting Premier League licensing next year. Well, I wonder how much that costs them. I don't know. I just installed a band patch, and then I've got it from. I got it anyway. FM Football Manager. If there was enough of an interest, I would stream it, but I'm not convinced there would be. I think Fletcher needs to do another lap. That goes to 5. No, I'm about to say if that went to 5, just as it passed the calling point, I would have been so annoyed. There you go, 100%. Even though that don't make sense. Hang on, that's weird because weren't we saying where I couldn't? There was no setting that technically had both of these inside the thing. Like one of them was outside, but is that still optimal? I'm confused. How does that work? We should not have got 100% on that, surely. Oh well, I'm not complaining. Again, it makes no fucking difference. It really doesn't. It makes zero difference when you get 100% or 90% or whatever. Track conditions have changed to dry, which means it's about to kick up and go, oh, the track conditions have changed. Oh, no, good. I should change back to damp before it did. Right, how long do we think? Because it was the second stint that Anishi crashed out. 91%. Then this is an identical setup. We've still got enough room that we can fit. Okay, I think the rear wing is perfect. We've got a bit of wriggle room on the front wing. Distribution. I don't know. I think we've got. I don't think we're actually going to have any wriggle room. Looks like we do, but I think it's going to. We're not going to be able to put it back in close enough to keep it great/optimized. So setups are not randomized. No, it seems that they are actually fixed. Okay, so that... Right, so if I bring that up full, that knocks that back into optimal. We've got slight changes on all the... you know what? I'm going to leave that as it is. Question is, what do we reckon? 4.5 or 5.0? No, if we go extreme, we can drop it down at that point. Only fix for that rating that season. We're assuming. Yeah, I'm assuming the exact same. I'm not going to be happy if Anishi goes out again. Going to the Aston. Oh yeah, this is another thing. Pre-practice 1, the AI teams are constantly putting their affiliates in the cars, like way more than like real life F1 does. Which, to be fair, I have to keep remembering to actually do that. Though technically it will compromise race prep for whichever driver. Just keep her in the garage and you'll be okay. Yeah, but we want track acclimatization. Affiliates meaning reserve drivers. Yes, they're called affiliates this year, and you can have up to 2 of them. And they can still be racing in like F2, F3 teams as well, whilst they're an affiliate. Technically, you don't, because your primary drivers are rookies. I mean, yeah. I mean, my affiliate drivers are better than my primary drivers. Yellow flag. Same corner. Same corner. That's rear wing damage, isn't it? Yep. Isn't it around the same time as well? Just this time it was Fletcher instead of Anishi. Like that's the difference. It's FP1 and instead of 2. No, because we had crashes in both practice sessions. We've actually got damage on. This is what I mean. We've got damage on other parts, like, but it's not letting us replace the other parts. So letting us. I mean, we've got no spare underfloors. I would literally have to put an old floor on. Yeah, but the FP1 crash was at Spoon, was it? I thought all the crashes were the exact same location. Completely knackered them tyres up. And that's basically the entire rest of free practice. It's going to be rebuilding the car. Right, so how long until Anishi crashes do we reckon? I mean, I know I could just drop it down to this, but then that's just us watching them go round the track for 30 minutes. At 13:37 left in the session. Okay, so there is at least some randomness to the crashes. We're still getting unfairly picked on for them though. The annoying thing is that we're literally training our drivers to have better adaptability and control, which is vital in wet weather conditions. Skill issue. Maybe. Fucking expensive skill issue though. I don't know. I'm still going to go with that. Accidents happen way too regular for lower skilled drivers. Need to live in the factory. No, they're spending the whole summer on the test track. Technically, this is Anishi's home race, by the way. Just saying. So again, Frontier, you've missed something there. You could have made a deal about it, like being home race for two of the drivers on the grid, because we've got Anishi and Sonoda. I thought she was Italian. She was. I changed it. She is now officially Japanese. It just bothered me that two of our very obviously Japanese, our Japanese driver and our Japanese member of staff, the database said they were Italian. So I just changed it to Japanese. Because it was just bothering me. Yeah, Nishi, yeah, she doesn't look Italian. She doesn't sound Italian, but she's Italian. Same with one of our... yellow flag.
Oh dear, a crash. There's been a crash.
Maybe not us. Not involving us. I mean, we're nearby. We're just there. We're just there. So crash not involving us. So yeah, Russell and one of the Williams. Not Sergeant. Sergeant's not taking place. I missed actually who it said. But no penalties. What the fuck is a kilometre? Right. Oh yeah, Fletcher's been sitting there waiting. Don't crash the bloody car! Just saw the yellow T-cam. Okay, so yeah, we've been caught up into them. It's not yellow on yellow because Hamilton is like the only Team 1 driver to have a yellow T-cam because he wanted it to be yellow. Even though it's the number 2 that gets the yellow. Yeah. Chassis, we've got damage on the chassis and suspension, but it will not let us replace them. When we will not be able to replace them until they basically are no longer legal to be driven. Right, that's tyres. I don't know how many more laps have you got until your session's done. Again, with just so much information, it is lacking. Also, do you consider Stroll the number 1 or number 2 driver? Number 2, technically. No way they'd have Alonso as the number 2 driver. Well, I don't know how many laps you've done, but you're just going to come in on the next lap, providing these tyres last. We're going into pop territory. As soon as that is 20%, it starts becoming a percentile chance of them popping. So Alonso's the yellow T-cam as well. I didn't know that. I thought Stroll had it. Is that what the T-cam colours mean? Normally, but it seems some team / drivers decided to not do that. How much time have we got left? We've got 8 minutes. Tell you what, just sit in the pit. I'm not sending you out for using up some tyre deck just for 8 minutes. It's kind of pointless. No, black is meant to be for the number 1 driver. Yellow is meant to be for the number 2 driver. Or at least when they were introduced. Perhaps they've just gone, you know what? The teams can pick however the hell they want. We don't care. It's just so at a glance, it's a bit easier to tell who is who without having to look for and, you know, read and memorize like each individual driver's number. It's a bit quicker to go, that's an Aston Martin. There's the T-cam colour. That is such and such driver. Instead of, you know, looking for the race numbers, the driver numbers, and trying to remember whose driver number it like for everyone. Yeah, but helmet. Yeah, but the thing is, you don't really see the helmet. Helmet's not always that obvious, depending on like the angle of the shot. You also got to remember that the commentary team actually do have more screens with more information coming up than what we, the viewers, sees on TV. If I remember correctly, it's also technically. There's a technical slight delay happening somewhere, which is why occasionally it feels like, on rare occasions, it does look like the commentators are seeing things before they actually happen. Just they're getting their feed a little bit, you know, immediately, which they're getting to commentate on. And then that part of the feed, along with their commentary, is then being delayed by, like, I don't know, a couple of split seconds, whatever, then added with their commentary before it goes out to everyone. I think that's a holdover back from when the commentators were trackside. It's once upon a time, the commentary team, it basically, once upon a time, yeah, it used to be the race would be broadcast over to wherever in England that the commentary team was. I don't know where they did it back then, back with James Hunt and Murray Walker. So they'd watch it, and then it'd then get broadcast out to the world. So like it literally go from wherever it was to England to the rest of the planet. Because the commentary team were in England. So they were literally commentating like we would be sitting at home, you know, commentating a match that we're watching on the TV. It's what the commentators used to do. But it was not something that they like openly said, because they were always wanting to give the impression that they were at the race, so they always worded things like this. But obviously it was the South African race back in the 80s, I think it was, where basically something was happening. This was during the what you call it? How do you pronounce it? All the troubles that they had down in South Africa. But basically, James Hunt was like, said something really bad about the government, and then went, "Yeah, I'm just glad that we're home safely here in England and not there," like on live TV during the race. No idea, because I wasn't. But I mean, I wasn't. I just know that was. I just know because I like looking into the history of the sport and like all how it used to be. Like the whole thing with was it one of the Mercs crashing? Was it the Mercs crashing at Monza that killed about 80 spectators? That was decades before I was born. Fully aware of it though. Honestly, Sam, spend some time, go through like the history of Formula One. The difference, when was this? 55, wasn't it? I think. Like the sport. If you look through the history of Formula One and motor racing, like how it was, say, 30 years ago compared to now, it's just unrecognizable. You know, Le Mans 55. Oh, right, no, yeah, I'm thinking of Le Mans, aren't I? Yes, I am. I am thinking of Le Mans. But wasn't there a crash at Monza? Yeah, 1961 was the Monza one. Which killed 15 spectators. Le Mans was like near about 80. And the thing with Le Mans was they didn't even stop the race. Bear in mind, this happened right by the pits. Like I said, back then, a completely different time. No safety fences. There was no slowing down in the pit lane. Like literally, to actually change a tyre, you used a fucking hammer. I'm not even joking, by the way. To literally change the tyre, you get it off, you use the hammer to freaking loosen it, then put the new tyre on and use the hammer to make sure it's in place. Yeah, like I said, completely different time. And you got to think now, we see like wings being a massive part of motor racing. Back when, who was it that tried who first? Yeah, every health and safety rule is written in blood. You are correct. Car parts missing. Oh, he's actually now letting us freaking replace him now. Thank you. Why? Oh. Yeah, we're just going to go on the old one. I'm not doing an emergency manufacturer. Keep them in place. I mean, you got to think, once upon a time, used to be, if you're number one, and Ferrari did this one race, where if your number one driver crashed out and able to get back to the pits, right? Obviously, he's got no car. Cool. The number 2 driver pits in, right, get the fuck out of the car, I'm taking your car. And the number 2 driver literally had no choice but to do it. Like, literally, I've crashed my car, but you're the one that's retiring out of the race. I remember Ferrari did that a couple of times. And this is like back in the 60s, I think. They used to do this. Right, we're going to knock it back up to 4. See who's going to crash this time, yeah? But yeah, when who's the first team? I've got to remind myself. First team, Wings, F1. I'm tempted to say Lotus, but oh, yeah, it was Lotus. That actually introduced the first team to actually bring Wings into Formula 1. My memory's not that bad at all. I do sometimes remember the correct teams. Yeah, interesting thing about it, even though Wings are now a common state, at the time, every team wanted to have them banned. Because it gave Lotus such a massive advantage. So that instead of adapting, they went, no, we want this banned. And didn't they successfully get it banned for a short while as well? Even up to the mid-2000s, the teams would keep a fully assembled spare car. Beat that one crash from back into pits, hop into the spare. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that was a thing. I mean, technically, have they actually changed it now where you can't do that? Or can they still technically do it, but it's just no longer financially viable? Yeah, Lotus is the first to do ground effects, Wings. Yeah, like I said, Lotus used to be like at the forefront of so much innovation. But yeah, Ferrari and Brabham and all that, like, got Wings initially. I think they got Wings initially banned, and then they allowed Wings to come back, but in a way to not have the full ground effect, right? You can have parts for a third car, but can't have it assembled. Okay, I got you. I mean, to be fair, it kind of makes sense that you bring, like, technically a spare car. Because look what happened was it last year or earlier this year, when Albon crashed out, absolutely destroyed his car. Williams, too broke, don't have the money to bring in that third car. So Logan Sargent basically didn't even start the race because they gave his car to Albon. Who, if I then remember, then DNF'd in the race, right? Did he DNF in that race? Right, so we're going on to intermediates. I'm not liking how many intermediates we've used, you know. This is where the whole we don't have enough data about upcoming sessions is really causing us a problem. I don't know if I'm going to need intermediates in qualifying. And if I do, that means I've then got one intermediate for the actual race itself. And if it's meant to be a dry race, but if that's wrong, and it is actually a wet, damp condition race, then Ferrari got pinged that when that drain cover went through Sainz's car at Las Vegas. started assembling the third car early and got fines. Okay. I still don't know like what side to take on the whole rain covering signs issue. Like technically got penalised twice for it. But it's one of those, it's like how it's such an edge case, like how do you actually properly handle it? I don't know whether to just leave the cars in. Just run the clock down. Without the information about what's happening with qualifying and for the race, I don't know how many intermediates I need to keep hold of. Tell you what, we'll send out our new sets. What? Say 12 laps. FIA pays all the damages now. Any engine changes without penalty. But then you got to think he's then got a free engine, and this was the argument. Even though it wasn't his fault, if that engine was on its last legs and it was going to have to be changed that race or the next race, he's now got a free engine. Like if it was a fresh engine, the beginning of that race, I don't think necessarily would have been an argument. I think people would go, cool, just give him another free engine because it's not going to have any impact on any real impact on everyone else. I just think it's just the nature of it. There's valid arguments for and against either direction. The FIA meant to provide a safe racetrack for the teams. No, it's not. That's not the FIA's job. That's the track organiser's job. Don't forget, for every race, there's effectively 3 bodies: the FIA, Formula One management, and then the track organisers. And thing is, it was just one of those unfortunate, unforeseen things. Like everyone tried to blame the track organisers about it, not doing their job properly, securing the manhole cover. But the way it was ripped out, like nothing could have stopped that from happening. Yellow flag. Fletcher's just gone wide, for fuck's sake.
And there's been quite a crash. Now here they were taking turn 14. The car makes contact. I imagine their confidence will have taken a knock.
It's also damaged the underfloor. You know, the brand new underfloor. I'm just curious. Anyone, like, has this been noted anywhere else? Like, crashes just seem to be, like, way too regular. Very real life practice was this exciting. I mean, technically, people are always like, the thing is, right, the whole going off wide, locking up happens like every practice. You're pushing it to the limit to understand the track and get the car in, right? So doing that, fucking up your tyres, as it were, okay, it's acceptable. However, to bring that in properly into the game requires a complete rehaul of the practice sessions. Like, I don't know, how many laps is this information even like findable? How many laps in practice do people tend to do in practice? Drivers do, like, because we're trying to get track acclimatization up to 100%, because that's literally the whole point of practice, is to get. Oh, got set up satisfaction to 100. I didn't realise. I got it on both. I didn't even notice. I'm so annoyed at fucking crashing again. But look how many extra laps I've done versus everyone else. I mean, on that level, I'm going to be more likely to crash and have problems because I'm out more often. And like generally, assuming no problems, I'm running 40 laps every practice session for each driver. Okay, so Fletcher's heading in. I'm done. Like once they've done these stints, that's it. Like I mean, same with Codemasters F1. The free practice sessions, having those programs, it's probably a bit closer to real life, you know, where they're running programs to like try to understand the car and fine tune the setups and things like that. But how would you translate like how free practice is operated in real F1 into a game? Yeah, but look, he's going to get wet again. Ask the teams, I'm sure they won't mind. I mean, you got to think, right, so if we try and imagine ourselves, we're on the pit wall, yeah? In an actual Formula 1 race, it's free practice. You know, drivers gone out onto the track. What are we looking for from them? I mean, the first thing is getting yourself to the car, you getting yourself acclimatized to the track, figuring out, you know, I'm trying to think when I'm racing on the Formula 1 games, what am I doing when I'm doing the free practice? I'm not doing it for the programs. I'm doing it because it's about getting a bit of understanding of the track. Yeah? Knowing that, okay, as I'm approaching this stand, my next turn's left. And it's going to be this far after. And then I need to try and brake around this part and to be on this side to try and get as much speed through that corner as possible. You know. And then looking at, and then I've got the race engineers and the pit crew tweaking the car to try, where if based on the feedback I'm going, like, okay, in turn 4, it's a bit oversteery, or I feel like there's not enough grip. I'm having to slow down a bit too much. And then they're making the tweaks based on all the data. You know. So it seems that Twitch is playing up at the moment because I still have
Yay!
Am I back? Give me some waves if I'm back. I'm back. Excellent, thank you. I don't know what that was about. The standard 10 to 11 hiccup that we were having all like late last year. And my OBS did say that I was reconnecting to Twitch. But yeah. P9, yeah, we're not counting it because it's still at 5 seconds behind Perez. Look how terrible this track acclimatization is. Only 37%. I don't know. I find... So having a look here, this is basically saying all this is impacting is the starting confidence at the beginning of the race. And then confidence always trends back to its said starting level. So yeah, we kind of want it as high as possible. Okay. Let's see. F1 manager setup impact. Because I'm starting to doubt how much impact. No, it's just people going, oh, here's how to do here's how to do it. Oh my god. Honestly, search engines are so shit these days. Oh, where I'm saying about optimal versus bad setup test, someone's actually did it on 23 already. Oh my god, I really hope that this isn't still the same. So someone did so someone did like 100% optimal setup and then a like absolute terrible setup. The terrible setup, what track does it say what track this was? Doesn't say what track, but the bad setup was 2 1,000ths faster than the optimal setup. What the fuck? Bad setup being starting setup or complete zero. They said they didn't do it to see whether it was complete zero, just like absolutely terrible compared. Like basically, we know what the 100% is, so they just changed it to like being as far away as it could possibly be. Wow. Just having a look through the comments. Yeah, basically, people are saying, yeah, setups actually have no impact on car performance. This is literally just for driver preparation and confidence. That's it. That is literally it. It's all it's doing. So what? So Frontier, I ask you, what's the point? Also, practice programs should help raise the driver rating for young drivers to maintain the rating for veteran drivers. Yeah, it should, but again, I don't think it does. I'd probably have to like do my own personal tests with it. All it does is it affects the confidence, which technically affects the stats for that race. But I want to know why it has no impact on the car. I'm just simming this. Like, I don't know. It just feels like there's not even any point in actually freaking doing free practice. If honestly, if it makes zero actual difference, we're kind of doing it to tyre manage, but it seems that doesn't even have any purpose now. I mean, yeah, so we're down to 2 inters. So if this was thing is, he's taken all of our softs. What the hell? So if we were to get into Q2, we would have barely any softs to like for the race itself. Isn't that so disappointing? Right, we're going to do our standard. We're just going to do 1 lap towards the end of qualifying. I'm not... Actually, wait a second. There's rain on the horizon. Okay, no, because that's wet weather. It's you get the lap in now. Yellow flag. There was a yellow flag for a moment. Sergeant, okay. Oh my god, Sergeant ran wide and still beat us. What the fuck? There you go, it's water now. Not last.
And that won't help their chances. Perhaps a little lapse in concentration, maybe.
Yeah, everyone's coming in. It's the moment that hits 7.5, intermediate is faster. Yeah, track limits isn't a thing in this. It's now damp. So people are coming out. You're not doing faster on damp, surely. Surely. I'm not wasting freaking. Like, no one's going to improve. What's the point? So look how far behind Fletcher is. Could they? Oh! If I was paying enough attention, because we've not reconfigured. So there's no way we could get around the track quick enough. No, it's not going to drop low enough to actually get us a quick lap. So there's no point. Stapping on pole. This is also another thing. Team 1, Team 2, Team 3. Too much. Teammates seem to be too close together sometimes. Like the car is more important than the driver a lot of the time. So it's really weird. I think because we're operating on back, right, we're going to be back of the pack, right? I think I'm going to go medium hard. Because even then, look at the issue with the tyre deg. Like, we're dropping into the 30s. So medium hard. I've only got one hard, Sam. You only get 2 hards for the whole weekend. And we use 1 in practice. You tend to only really get 1 hard for the race. Unless you get a full dry practice sessions. This is where we'd have to be doing... We wouldn't be able to simulate practice sessions if we're going to do tyre management for... to keep the race in mind. Because the AI is absolutely terrible for tyre management, tyre strategy for the race. What's that? Exact same setup? No. Fletcher's coming in a lap early for the final stint. Under fuel again. Let's see how many per lap. Looks like 1.9. We say 1.9 is our fuel delta. So 53 laps. I'm going to drop it to 49. Also drop it to 49. Just got to remember what did I say? 1.9 is our fuel delta. .9 kilograms.
Well then, it's not long. The drivers are warmed up.
Yeah, I think we're just going to simulate. If practice is even less important than I thought it was, I'm just going to simulate pre-practice now. Right, so we'll watch from the back. Joe straight away past Anishi. Even though Nishi's looking to fight it back. Gets big back ahead. Joe's going to have the advantage. Car has damage. What? The fuck are you talking about? Jonathan Wheatley's, yeah, becoming the team principal at Audi. Science has got a problem. Anishi's managed to keep ahead of Joe. We've still got this bloody battle assist bollocks. Just automatically gets switched on. So Fletcher's coming on the outside, trying to take Joe, but Joe's got the inside line, so we'll have the advantage. Fletcher tried to do a switchback then, could have come out much. Driving clean air. Okay, drop the push. Keep your airs going though. Drop the push, keep your airs going. DRS enabled. I can't see the times because the UI is so terribly designed. That's just falling further and further. Nietzsche, that's still got to be in DRS, surely. Oh, Fletcher's catching up a little bit. Come on, utilise your ERS more. You're about to fall out of DRS range. Utilise your ERS more. You got high confidence, which means you're getting a bonus. But the problem is, because you were stupid, you didn't utilise your ERS. Right, Pierre Gasly. Kind of just staying in and out of it. We're like on the cusp. Fletcher's fallen out of it. Drop to neutral now because your confidence won't have changed. It's actually gone up. Right, so should be getting DRS. So deploy your ERS as well. So Pierre Gasly also has DRS, but right, we're zeroed out. So go back, go to top up. But it looks like our DRS is actually don't. No, ours is better than the Saubers, not the Alpines. Yeah, Fletcher's just now falling back to the middle of nowhere. Anishi's just randomly slowed right the fuck down there. Like I literally heard it in the engine. And it's just lost 5 tenths. I don't understand why did that happen? So we now got to defend. Not even a fucking chance there. Like literally did not stand a chance. Look how far that dropped. What the hell? That just tanked from a single overtake. And look how far ahead Joe's already gone. Well, that is already out of DRS range. Like I said, in one corner. That was mental. See how the rest of the field's doing. So Perez and Verstappen are fighting, as they always do. No team orders. Like, team orders would absolutely come across here and go, you know, don't compromise the race, especially so early with both McLarens behind, who are also fighting each other. I'll point out. And then you also got the Ferraris fighting each other. You've also got both Mercs fighting each other. You've also got a Kick Sauber somehow in the points. Sure, it's soon to not be. Yeah, look how far back we've gone. That's crazy. I mean, to be fair, right? No. To be fair, I'm not unhappy that we lost the position. Like, it was to be expected with the car and that. And the fact that we stayed ahead for a lap in a bit. Good job, top job. Yeah. My problem is two problems. One is just that single overtake just literally took it from here to here. That is a huge drop. Yeah? I have a problem with that. That was too big of a drop. My second problem is once that overtake happens, how far behind Anichi suddenly was in a single corner. Like, we should have been able to like maintain close distance longer before Joe would have eventually dropped us, but it should have taken longer for him to have done it. That's my problems. Especially on that corner. Like, if we had terrible straight speed, so say someone got past here but got amazing straight speed compared to us, I'd absolutely expect to have lost them by the end of that straight. That's a long enough straight. But going through the corners, like, either that is a huge gulf in car performance, cornering on the car performance, or it's just something completely off. Because you got to think, Joe would have got a boost to their confidence for the overtake, while we got a debuff for being overtaken. Could it be that the combination of both is just too powerful? Because I've seen it with the AI, where front of the field, where someone will overtake, yeah, under DRS, when they've been slowly fighting, but as soon as they get past, as soon as they overtake, even though they're in like same cars like their teammates, suddenly the one who just did the overtaking will just drop the other person. Like, just something about being overtaken, just suddenly going, no, I'm not even going to bother. No, you fight to get the position back. But it just seems the AI there's just something about the sim where they just don't seem to try and fight for that position back immediately. Like, they have to collect themselves before they try and get it back. Let's see if it happens with Piastri and Norris. Right, so no, they're still fighting. Norris just pushed Piastri off the track. That's how I would expect it to go, except for them being teammates, so that it shouldn't happen. So this is working how I would expect it. But I'm going to knock both cars back up to neutral. Got to be careful, because first pit window we'll be double stacking. We'll be mindful of the gap between both our drivers. And I'm thinking, can we like lower this down a bit? I'm not sure the DRS is effective enough. Like, these are like likewise cars and drivers, but it's now in DRS of Perez. Seems ridiculous of the gap that formed. I know, but the thing is, again, this is a big problem with this game. It's just a lack of information. Like, we can only guess why that gap forms. We've got a competitive car, so why are we so far behind? Well, we can only assume it's down to the drivers. It's not the setup. Setup has no impact on the car. We've already established this. It's not like, and that's something that needs to be changed. Why does what I set the wings have zero impact on the car? Make it make sense. Like, it should be like literally the entire practice, the mini game for the practice sessions is literally mentioning about traction, braking, straight line speeds, cornering, yeah. So the game is purposely giving you an impression that your setup matters. Turns out it doesn't. Turns out it's just something you can do and it's completely optional because ultimately it makes zero fucking difference. Because the wings are not an important part of the aero of the car. No, of course not. You know. Or perhaps he's just trying to say, you know what? You want wings, have a fucking Red Bull. Perhaps that's what it is. That's what Frontier is saying. Like, that's all they drink at the office is Red Bull. So they're going, why do we need wings on the car? We've already got wings. But tell you what, I'm going to knock it up to 4 because at least we can get some music. Sorry, get some music going. See how long until we our cars start, you know, suddenly crashing or spinning or locking up or because you know it's going to happen. Like, I'm convinced it's going to happen. There you go. So you're about to take a massive hit in confidence because you're about to get overtaken on the track, despite the fact that you overtook. Because Magnussen's about to go past you. There we go. Told ya. Told ya. Told ya. Told ya. Called it. Fletcher's out. Fletcher's retired. Full-on safety car.
Now we've an incident here. Kevin Magnussen, it looks like. Now,
did I not call that? As soon as I kick it up to 4 speed.
There's a lot of wiggle room here. Oh, that's quite an impact between them. Now their confidence will have taken a hit with that. And just like that, the hopes of the team start to dwindle.
Magnussen locked up, took us out. But I said as soon as we drop it above 2 speed, the chances of crashes seem to rocket through the roof. This is what I've personally noticed. Yeah, and we've got to retire the car. We've got major damage. It's too early for us to jump into the pits. We do not have the tyre wear. The only thing I can think of is... Well, no, we just don't have the tyre wear. Hard to mediums. No, it's no point. No point. It won't get us to the end of the race. We'd have to make it. We'd have to nurse the tyres, slow our pace, or make an extra stop. Like medium hard was already pushing because our tyre wear is just that high. So everyone's going to be pitting, but they've got better. Magnussen's got a time penalty. Like he cares.
Now down to the pits. There's been a hold-up.
You'd pit. I mean, okay. Everyone's saying pit. Everyone's going for pit. So we're going to jump. I mean, we just might as well just jump straight onto the mediums then. You know, actually, what's everyone else jumping onto? Mixture medium softs. Yeah, we're just going to follow suit. No, we're going to follow suit. We're going to go mediums. If we can nurse them enough, we might still be able to make the stint work. But we will be having to nurse them. Safety cars coming in already. And look how far back off the pack we are. Okay, fortunately we managed to catch up right at the end. It's our confidence. Confidence is back up to base. Oh, Sergeant just locked up.
Now this is Logan Sargent. Everything's all right here. Well, you can see the lockup, and they ended up their own passenger.
Technically, would that not be beached? He's got back on the track. Seems he's actually got himself some minor damage. Yeah, but look how quickly we've been dropped. Should we drop ourselves back to 2? Like, watch it a bit. Again, put it back up to 4 immediately. There's a problem. The difference between 1.2x simulation and 4.8.16 simulation is it's mental. Like in my personal saves, I've literally watched entire races at 2x. Not a single crash, not a single lockup. As soon as I knock it up into where, you know, so I'm going to listen to music. Try and deploy. See if we can try and get into DRS range. We're not. We're going to have Sergeant overtake us. Absolutely guaranteed. You're not even utilising. No, we don't know about straight speed. We managed to keep Sergeant out of DRS for this lap. Put on stream beats, maybe. Things we just don't have the pace. When it's all said and done, I think it's just a combination of like the car's not brilliant. We've got the worst drivers on the grid by a bloody mile. I'm just impressed like how the pace that Sargent still shows, even though he's got a damaged car. Norris has actually gotten ahead. Let's have a look. Oh, it's a yellow flag. VSC, Sonoda's out.
And it seems like Hulkenberg's had a bit of trouble. Nico Hulkenberg there.
At least it's not involving us.
Oh, and the cars there, unable to keep out of each other's way.
They barely touched each other.
There's a lot of doubt as to which car came off worse there.
They barely touched each other. I just scuffed each other's tyres. But then Sonoda's like, out. Like, there you go. I could have, no, chat. I could have, like, not actually done the safety car and then come in on this one. Oh, look, look. Why is the AI coming in with a bunch of pets? Like, haven't we just haven't they only literally been on those tyres for two, 3 laps? Why are they coming in already? Yeah, 4 laps and they're already coming in to change them over. I'm sorry, I'm staying out. Hards to the end. There's no way. We're still way too early in the race to get hards on to the end. Who's coming first? Right, let's have a look. Yeah, they're putting on mediums. So mediums for Norris. What do you think? Verstappen has gone on to softs. Perez on mediums. Oh my God, the pit. Frontier, please put more people around the pit lane. Honestly, so empty. Max recharge, yes. Good shot. They will have to do... Well, I don't know. I think they'll be able to get away with one extra stop. I think the next set of tyres they're going to jump onto will be hards.
Now, there's been an issue in the pits.
Oh, my God. Anisha's going to get a nosebleed with how high up the field she is. You watch, though. Our confidence is now going to be 0 because we're just going to be overtaken by so many people on the restart. And Tsunoda's got a time penalty. Both Tsunoda and Magnussen have got a time penalty. What's the fucking point? And I'm pretty sure the game isn't programmed to kick it over to a grid penalty for the next race or anything. Like, they're out. Like, literally, the only person who's been... I mean, Fletcher's out through no fault of her own. And I've got to rebuild yet another car. It's going to be so expensive. I don't even know if I've got the money to do it. Oh, by the way, if you end up running out of money and you can't build another car, that's it. It's the game done. The game physically does not let you continue. Because, you know, Frontier's infinite wisdom, they've not programmed the way around it. Which blows my mind. Like, that should be an obvious thing. To, like, I don't know, let the team only run one car because they don't yet have the money to get a second car rebuilt because something happens during qualifying or whatever. Like, no, it's not this game. You're just blocked from continuing. What is with all the bots this week? Bots, fuck off. Right, so up to 100%. So as soon as it goes, safety car's coming in, we're knocking that to full deploy. I don't know why it's even being used. Like, honestly. Yeah, we're just going to drown. How long do you, until we're back to 19th? How long do you reckon? How many laps? I think a lap and a half. Half a lap. Oh my god. On the S's. Straight on the S's. So it's gonna happen. Not even half a lap, just on these S's. And done. I don't know, we'll see. I mean, to be fair, you should be feeling like quite confident. Even though it's through pits, should be like high up, just to offset when you get overtaken. Is the wet even slowing down with us being behind a safety car? Like, the pitters behind us have already taken, like... Did Sergeant Pitt? I don't think Sergeant Pitt... No, yeah, no, Sergeant Pitt. To be that far behind us, Sergeant would have pitted. Already taken nearly 10% out of the tyres behind the safety car. What the fuck? Conserve. I don't... we're doing yet another lap. Oh, my days. That is full conserve. To be fair, I don't think we should need to do this. I think the AI should automatically do this. I think we should have underfueled ourselves even more. I don't. To be fair, I think this far in, it's possible we might not get lapped. I don't know because I don't know how many laps we've done. There we go. No, actually, we can still get lapped. So we're already on positive fuel delta. Don't think you could unfuel anymore. Yeah, no. I could still have taken some more fuel out if I wanted. But I'm pretty sure the AI doesn't actually, like, they just have enough fuel for, like, the laps, the recommended. They don't do any fuel strategies. Right. Full attack, attack, attack. Do we get past yeses before being overtaken? To be fair, Joe didn't pit either. I want another safety car now. It keeps me in contention and at least makes like the race exciting for us. Generally, you don't want safety cars. You want them going, but the field's so spread out. Right, we're overheating the engine. DRS enabled. Oh, no, we don't have the straight line speed. If we do get DRS, our DRS is more effective than the Saubers. Right, let's kick over to interval. There we go. How much of a knock? Fucking hell. We were here. One overtake dropped us there. And we've already lost DRS even though we're going full send. We're a second, nearly two. Oh my days. What the fuck is that? Like, we were keeping up with Joe. Ricardo gets in, and then suddenly we lose 2.5 seconds. 3 seconds. Like, we've just suddenly forgotten where the fucking accelerator is. Right, we need to bring that. We need to bring them down. Yep, now about to hit low confidence. I mean, I called it. I said like a lap and a half, and it is about a lap and a half. We're going actually taking a bit longer. We managed to keep up with Joe, but again, look how far ahead suddenly they've gone. It's like it's even impacting Joe as well. There we go. Now into low confidence, double overtake. Look, we were here less than a lap ago. We were here. We're now here. And we're now getting these -4 penalties. Car issue, driver issue, game issue. Game mechanic issue. That's the problem. There you go, zeroed out. In one lap. In one lap, we've gone from feeling good to now we have zero confidence in our capability. And that is our penalties for it. And now it means a very high chance that she's going to crash as a result of it. At least we've kept DRS with Sargent this time, though. So we're going to lose it. Like, the car is competitive. I will reiterate this. The car is competitive. Yes, the drivers aren't brilliant. Guaranteed to finish above 21. I mean, we're not even guaranteed to finish at this rate. Like, we're in for a realistic chance of a double DNF. Just pointing out. Retire the car. No, because I don't give up. And there you go. Right, at least we can't get overtaken now, which means... No, that couldn't got... It was already minimum, so it couldn't get worse. But somehow, cars with... We can't even keep up with damaged cars. Right, okay. We're going to chance it. We're going to see. Actually, I'm going to conserve. Because we're heading pop range. Do you get sponsor money for cars that don't finish? No, they have to finish and be above at a certain point. Now, technically, because Fletcher would get money. If Fletcher gets money, then we do. There you go. Called that one.
Now we're
Knocked
watching
it up.
the action closely here. Things look fine here.
Not even any pressure.
Not just locks. Just unable
Zero
to control
pressure.
the car by that point.
That would have knocked life out the tyres. Once it's not updated yet. Look how far behind we are, everyone now. Yeah, look at that big drop. Sargent's just gone in for a pit. So Sargent's beyond. So we're slowly starting to recover that confidence. So Sargent's going to catch up to us, no doubt. And then overtake us. And then just keeps it zeroed out. Alright, we're in optimal pit range. Dropping onto the hards. So we didn't get overtaken, so we won't have that problem. So we have now, no, we're close to being lapped. So where is, just got to keep an eye. Yeah, look, we're just getting even further and further behind. It's just crazy, the difference. And these are damaged cars as well. Like, how the hell? I don't know whether we'll take a confidence knock. I want to watch this. Once Verstappen gets within blue flag range, which isn't far away now. There we go. I want to see whether we actually get a confidence knock to being lapped. Because realistically, you kind of should. I'm that bad. A car is now actually done a lap more than I have. There you go. Blue flag. Didn't see a drop. I mean, technically, this is our highest finish of the season. Okay, so getting laps has no impact. But again, not smart enough to... Right, so at that point, we don't have to worry about fuel delta. Which is like the only reason why I was caring about us getting laps, because of the fuel delta. Because we still need to finish the race. You know what annoying thing is? We timed our upgrades and part manufacturing to make sure we have full upgrades going into Miami. Because we're having to rebuild the car because of Fletcher's crashes. We're not going to be able to do that. We don't have enough factory slots. So we're not, the whole idea of having a full upgrade package on both cars coming into Miami, not happening now. Anishi's managed to actually pull in some time on Sargent, strange. But then lost it all in like 2 laps.
Over the finish line and today's winner.
There you go.
Sometimes I think you just have...
Effectively, that's the YouTube highlights of the race. Our fastest lap is still like nowhere close to anyone. What about our pit stops? At least we got on the pit stop lead point board though. Are you fucking serious? So we didn't even So the game bugged out again. Didn't give us any money. At a point where we actually desperately need that money. Tempted just to fucking edit it in. Like, I know how much money we should have gotten. New gearbox. We're gonna have to throw on the other ERS. New engine. Like I said, we're practically giving Fletcher a brand new bloody car. This is medium risk. This says that it is damaged or it's worn, but it will not let us put on a fresh set. We have to wait until it breaks or fails. Manufacture. Oh, 10 days. And this takes us over our design periods. This is what I mean. This is so annoying. Fuck it. No, you're getting the old design. I don't care. No, I can't. We don't actually have it. Holy fuck. Really? Really? We only have one chassis, full stop. Maybe it's time to switch to X4. Yeah, not tonight though. I don't like multi-gaming. Williams moment. Yeah, but the game won't let me do Williams moment. That's the problem. Okay, so car that's being built. Cool. Do that. Okay, Geek, enjoy your supper, mate. Right, so we're not actually getting anything extra for China. We can't. They won't build in time. Regulation vote, minor technical changes. Vote for high speed or low speeds. I mean, I don't know. I'm going to vote for low speed because ours is terrible. So if everyone votes for that, it might mean that it brings everyone a bit more down to our level, hopefully. We compiled a data. Right, our car's high-speed performance made it a good fit for the track, but before you were saying we had a bad fit. Make up your mind. Yeah, look, destroyed. Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, so it was above target, but if we go to the boards, board confidence, race performance, disappointed. I mean, to be fair, I'm disappointed in it as well. So, board, you're not alone. Right, so we're actually going into China with a worse car. I can't even manufacture. I have no manufacturing slots. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and this is another annoying thing. When you hit, you'll just be constantly given emails. Oh, you've got low stock. You've got low stock. You only need to tell me once, and it will do it for each part. It will actually cycle through the parts. And if you get close to the cost cap, you actually get an email every single week and before every race that you're close to the cost cap. It's so annoying. Design effectiveness plus 50% for 45 days. Yeah, go on. Logistic manager walks in on Monday morning. Hey boss, why did we order 5 large bins for yesterday's evening after the race? And we just left it in Japan. We didn't even bring it home. So it passed. Who we voted for passed. Because there's 11 teams, there's now actually going to never be a tie break either. So yeah, low speeds getting a bit of a knockback for next season. Oh yeah, hang on. Research period's opened. So I can now, we can design for next year. So really, we just really need to like massively improve our aerodynamics, don't we? I think suspension, we've got nothing to put in on testing. Actually, I'm going to wait until the hours reset before I do research. I'm also thinking one of our big issues is because of how terrible our facilities are. The improvement we get is we're just basically pissing away money. Like it kind of it feels like that's like a big issue. There's a massive difference in the speed between the cars, though. Speaking of powertrain, what engine? Red Bull. So 30 days. So including manufacturing, we're looking at Montreal. What is the averages? So our acceleration is above grid average. We're a kilometre an hour less than the grid average, below the grid average. DRS effectiveness, we're like nowhere. Dirty air tolerance and DRS effectiveness. I wonder if this dirty air tolerance is why we suddenly we lose so much time when we're getting overtaken. Like if we put effort into DRS, well, okay, maybe not DRS, but dirty air tolerance and tyre preservation, do we think that might be the way to go for season 1 for the time being until our facilities start catching up? Yeah, okay. A bit underfloor. So optimize the aerodynamics. I'm not gonna lie, I would have put drag reduction and the optimize aerodynamics. I don't know why, but I just would have, you know, thought that. Perhaps I'm just weird. So we're going to lose a bit in the high-speed corners, which is absolutely okay for the moment. So again, we're expecting Montreal is, yeah, so low speeds. It's a fair bump. I mean, depending on how the rest of the grid develops, that's a fair that is a fair increase on dirty air tolerance. So, do I want to throw a bit of extra money to like throw it into intense? Oh, no, we'll keep it on balance. I don't trust our financial situation at the moment. Right, okay. That's all our engineers use. Assigned to something. Right, so that now ensures that we actually have a car for China. Just, oh my god, if there's any crashes, we're done. We literally will be bankrupt. We have to go into debt just to race into China. At that point, that's probably just game over, because that will just destroy board confidence. Yeah, so wind tunnel, we don't even... I don't know, I've heard people say that the condition of your facilities drop way too quickly. You have to actually pay to refurbish them just to get them back up. These are the well, these three we kind of need to. Good night, Solid Bond. Have a good one, mate. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you again. These will help massively, but we need, I don't know, ultimately like 30 million, like in banked before I even consider that. To be fair, I still think we're going to be in the negative going into season 2. Right, okay, so we do have 2 manufacturing slots now. So this is 14 days. So we're going to try and get something in for Miami. Good night, Sam. I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow. I might try and stream for a couple of hours before I head off to work. Right, 2. And then 2 for the rear wing as well. Even though, actually, no, I've got them. Seeing like what would give us the most potential boost for the race itself. It looks like it's going to be the rear wings. Okay. Don't go bankrupt. No promise. Well, we won't go bankrupt yet. As for the no crashing, Yeah, that's outside of my control, I'm afraid. So Championship, it's balanced circuit. Yeah, and it's also a bloody sprint race as well. I'll tell you what, I'm just gonna do 21st and 20. No, let's do 20. No, we're gonna do 21st and 21st because this is. Yeah, this is a done.
We're just getting settled here in Shanghai.
Like we're coming in with a worse car than we had in Japan. Right, and we're just straight up simulating. I'm not even bothering with the practice sessions no more. I know I can now.
Welcome everyone.
In fact, I don't like doing this, but fuck it, I am going to do this. Oh my god, 31, that's terrible. God, these wings are horribly placed. What the hell? Right, there we go. If you're confused what I've just done, they're 100% settings, by the way. They're fully optimized 100% settings for both drivers. I'm able to very quickly run the auto save through something that just tells me. Now I know that the impact actually makes zero fucking difference, other than the confidence, which is a broken mechanic. No, screw that. I'm just doing it. The minigame, it just takes too much time, and you get nothing for it, basically. Track details, fully dry for the whole session. So we're just going to do one. You can head out. No, don't do the bloody cutscene. Seriously. Then you can head out. Oh, Nietzsche didn't do quite a bad lap there. I'm still not running another one though. Like they can knock me out. We're just keeping the engine, the part wear as low as possible. But still, we're not 19th. We're starting 19th for this sprint. Better than I expected, not gonna lie.
Hello and welcome as our
Problem is, we won't actually get the full confidence boost to it being a sprint. Told you, 100%, 100%. Super easy, barely an inconvenience. Because we're going to be at the back. No, I don't want to waste the hards on it. Like that's just silly. So we're going to do medium stint through the race. There's no lap in, so I'm only going to drop this down by one. Full ERS deploy. Of course, we have the thing is, because it automatically throws the ERS back at the system, they don't fully utilize it off the start.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
Because this is always checked. Like, no, I don't want it to be checked, please. Game. There you go, immediately overtaken. Oh my god! Look how far that's just dropped. Not even before you get to the first corner. What the hell? That's crazy. All right. Are we going to make this stick? Come on, make this stick. Make this stick. Yes. Make that stick. Excellent. Fletcher's got past Gasly. Wow. You go, Fletcher. That's, not going to lie, totally unexpected. Well, we'll take it. Right, so DRS now enabled, which means this is the point where we start losing ground, because it seems we can always keep up on lap 1 fine. As soon as DRS is enabled, suddenly we just lose pace. It's the weirdest thing. We're already outside fucking DRS range. On both drivers. But is the AI going full deploy? Do we think they're going full deploy, maybe? We're not. We're not utilising that as much as we should. So that's just tanked, even though it's a back and forth. Again, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. How low that has just dropped. What the hell? Alright, no, always defend. Hi, something's happened.
And here
Hamilton's
we've got a
gone
yellow
off.
flag.
Hamilton's gone off. Just lost the rear. Of course, that got classed as me overtaking him, even though that wasn't an overtake. Work that one out. Okay, sure. High defense. You know, you've now just lost all your fucking confidence again, because you know much faster cars gone past you. So we've got Perez at the front, Sainz, Norris chasing. Actually got a 5-way race for the lead at the moment. Can we actually keep up with Gasly, do we think? I wonder if I do driving clean air. Oh, we've already lost like 0.6 of a second going down that straight. What? How the fuck are we that slow? You've got no confidence. But your confidence is okay, even though you're at the back of the grid and you've only lost 1 position. Or was it 2 positions? Yeah. I wonder if there's a way to mod this mechanic, because it's horrendous. Yeah, look, we've been dropped now. Right, back up to 16. We're just now going to wait for our cars to lock up and crash, because you know it's going to happen. Oh, Sonoda, mechanical fault.
Look for the engine because it's quite inconsistent in terms of power.
So it just means it's got to be a little bit slower. That's literally it. I mean, you don't have to worry about gaps because there shouldn't be any passing. There we go. That's an Ichi.
Let's take a close
Called it. Called
Now,
it.
here we
Soon
have
as I
to
dropped it
turn
on
two.
that, one of our drivers would
Whoa.
fuck up. Just always. Honestly, what the hell is wrong with this game? So Nietzsche's now at the back, and that would have just completely fucked her tyres up. Which means we're going into pop territory to the end. So you've got to go light. That's on you. And again, that's down to the confidence mechanic. This thing here. Which absolutely should not be a thing. Just saying. Cool, we've been overtaken. It doesn't mean suddenly we're more mistake prone. But what type of stupidity is that? We've been overtaken a lot, so now we're more prone to mistakes. What? Magnussen's pitted and he's still going to catch up and overtake. You watch. There you go. Cool. That one. That's yet another knock. Another penalty. Wow. Right, at least we didn't get any crashes though. So there's a saving grace on that. Is
Max Verstappen over the finish line to win the sprint.
Both our cars have just retired out.
The competition out there was certainly tough tonight.
Both cars run out of fuel because I forgot that I underfueled. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I forgot to conserve the fuel. Whoopsie. Never mind. To be fair, sprints don't seem to actually impact anything, if I'm honest. Okay, so again, we just go. We're going to do our one and done, full dry track. So we're going to wait until we're at 5, and we're just going to let the track get rubbered in from everyone else's first attempt. And then we're going to pull. We're going to pull the trigger around here. Magnussen's just got a puncture. Right, out and out. Anichi just got impeded. Alright, 21st and 22nd. Anichi got impeded around here by 2 cars. Still, we're just not even close. Like, Magnussen's got a grid penalty. So that means Anishi actually gets a position. Right, strategy then. I don't know, soft, hard to hard. Because apparently we've got 2 hards to play with. Because it being a sprint weekend. I'm tempted to say yeah. This is where, because we didn't do the tyre management, the AI did. We only got 1 medium, so we're not using it. We're doing free stop. Get out of here with this bullshit. We're doing soft, hard, hard. Oh, Fletcher can't. Fletcher doesn't actually have a second set of hards. So what do you have? You do have a second medium. Okay. Medium hards? Or medium, hard, medium. Actually, probably be better. Yeah, I'm all right, and the fuel, because we're going to get laps. What's the delta? Delta is what, 1.8? Yep. I'm going to drop it down to 52. Actually, I'm going to chance it. Drop it down to 51, which is the minimum we can do for this. And drive options, full deploy. Full deploy. Mage. There we go. Let's see. Let's see if we can actually get,
Well,
you
it's
know,
great to have you with us.
stay in contention with anybody.
The excitement is building here in
Problem is,
Shanghai.
Magnussen's behind us, so it's going to treat. This is going to tank Nishi's
It's
confidence
lights
straight
out,
off
and away
the
we go.
start. Yeah, Magnussen didn't get that good of a start. That's unexpected. Still, some aggression, and the fact that we can't set these before. Which means we can't, like, try and go, you know what, off the starting grid, I want you just to full fucking send it. The fact that we can't do that is very, very frustrating. Actually, I'm just going to keep battle assist on. The game's insisting it has to be on. So we're going to. We actually lost confidence due to a fouled overtake. What the hell? Anyway, what is going on with Magnussen? Magnussen's... He's really struggling. See, he's on hard, though, isn't he? That's why. He's going to catch up and overtake, though. Probably just still bring them in. So you were just not even attempting to overtake. Honestly, you're meant to be really aggressive as well. Like Anishi is very aggressive, but doesn't act like it, does she? What did you... Oh my... Did you just hear that? The engine. She actually lifted off before going out into the clean air. There you go. It's a bit better. Wow. Wow. Why he slowed down so much? That's a hell of a slowdown. What the hell? I think I'm going to put 2 speed a sec. Oh, we've got to conserve because our engine's overheating. Yeah, I want to know. I'm curious what's going on with Magnussen. There's no way that the hards are that bad. I mean, if they're that bad on a Haas, oh my god. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, that's an issue done.
Now we should be able to take a look here. Here we are then, reaching turn 13. The opportunity's there.
Late break. Which means you're giving Joe the
Top of the
DRS
race
as
into
well.
19th.
Which is like, why? Because of that. That's literally what happened because of where you did the overtake. Which means, you know, you've just fucked up your confidence. Right, do we think Anishi's even going to be able to get back anywhere back into this? I'm going to say no. Magnussen's now all over Fletcher. Because Joe has just managed to pull 3 seconds. Like, what the hell? That's crazy. All right. Right, let's see how long until we crash out now. They're too close for a double stack. Well, to be fair, they're on different strategies. So it's fine. How bad are you fucked your tyre up? You're going to go light. I'm going to drop you guys back onto balance at least.
Oh no, that's a slow pit stop there. Oh dear, that's not a good stop.
Yellow flag. Hulkenberg just spun. That would have put some life out on the tyres. Oh my god, how far back are we? How bad was that stop? Bloody hell. What the? Holy damn. Damn. Right, so now our teammates are now fighting. Yellow flag, multiple cars crash, which were our cars. For fuck's sake. I told you. So Fletcher's just got a time penalty. That is absolutely fucked up the tyres. So we're back to managing the tyres. Just don't even fight your teammate. Honestly, don't fight your bloody teammate. Anisha's already overlapped. So Noda's got another mechanical fault. Yellow flag, what happened? We just dropped 10 seconds.
Let's have a look at that. Now we're watching the action closely here, and then the car just goes, and there's no...
Have I hired, right, the children of Mazepin or something? That's even more like... Well, I've even got it is go slower, conserve, don't push yourself, and you're still fucking it up. How? Just look, full conserve, like, and it just... Oh my god, it's so ridiculous. It's absolutely that ridiculous. Holy fuck. I've had to slow down that much that I can't even keep tyres in the temperature in the tyres, rather. Right. Next lap, your final hards, please. Thank you.
And who's that having an issue in the pits?
Yet another pit stop issue. Or like Frontier, all I can say, if anyone, people watching, like the content creators, bear in mind, I watch other content creators that play this. Yeah, we all have the exact same complaints and the exact same frustrations. Fix your shit, because I know for a fact there are people that are literally not buying it because they're seeing how it's impacting us. Like, we've got a mechanical fault now. What we got? Power on fucking engine. It's a good job we're already simulation depth looks pretty shallow. I mean, simulation depth's non-fucking existent, I think. Like, I've literally seen content creators that have got hundreds, if not thousands of people watching them turn around and say, don't buy this game. Because it's just too broken. I'm not going to lie, no. After tonight, I'm putting this on the shelf. There has to be. I'm not going to touch this until one more pack. Look, we're over a minute behind. We've had multiple spins, multiple crashes. Because of this. I mean, actually, I'll tell you what. This is even proving my point even more. Now we're not getting overtaken, which means our confidence now to recover. Guess what? Now the confidence is recovered. There's been zero issues. Mechanical faults is different. That's to be expected. Yeah. I mean, I'm not. Oh my God, we missed the pit. Whoops. Mechanical faults, that's fine. It is to be expected. It's part of the game. It's part of F1, whatever. Yeah, right? But the rate of mistakes on low confidence. This is the important part. It's when it's on low confidence that suddenly the amount of issues that the AI drivers have is way too high. It's just way too fucking high. Right, I did a full push on the final.
Max Verstappen over the finish line and today's winner.
I'm just curious. Final push, soft, near empty car. How close?
And among the drivers heading back.
How close are we? Verstappen won again. Fastest lap. Wait, did you actually get close enough that the penalty actually took effect? I think it did. Fastest lap? No, wait, what? No, it literally said last lap was like 1:38. So I know for a fact he did a faster lap than that. Apparently not. Absolute fastest lap, 1:40.8. Oh my God, look at the average lap times. Like 1:45, 1:44, it's like average lap. How the hell was Zanichi so far behind when lapping literally 2 to 3 seconds faster per lap? What? Actually, we can see, to be fair, this is where we've overshot. So the tyre deg is like absolutely terrible. So we shouldn't actually take that. Actually, we can see the delta, like it dropping over and over. Actually, did get ahead. I didn't notice getting ahead, to be fair. Right. Anyway, Verstappen is 33 ahead. Oh my god. Here you go. Here's just a thing of how terrible fucking Frontier is with UI design. What's wrong with this picture? I'll give you a hint. Go look at any other leaderboard on the internet. These are not correctly done. Or are they? No, I'm thinking it's something different. But no, they are correctly done because that's how many points. I forgot. It's a sprint race. That's why I didn't click. Never mind. Though it would be nice if they did like the difference between them, because you know that is a thing. Yeah, it's not like I definitely would not have gone. How bad was it? No, wait, fuck. I didn't. Damn it. He didn't go through the thing like it normally does. It just skips it all. Position changed on the left side. Yeah. No, I mean the difference, like how many point difference between each thing, which they do show, like normally, but the game for some reason doesn't show it on that screen. I don't know. This game's just frustrating. It shouldn't frustrate, but it is. At least we're not having to rebuild the car this time. So, you know, there's a positive. We don't need to rebuild our car today. Chance of rain, 26%. I swear that this is also fixed, because I swear I've seen the exact same weather like other people when they're doing it. I don't know. Right, okay. I need a breather. I'm just saying, I need a breather. Okay, so I'm making up my mind right here. This is being shelved until patch is released. Until they balance the confidence mechanic. Just no. Just no. It's too powerful, both in the positive and the negative. They need to read it in. Yeah, it needs a serious rebalance. Hell, I don't even know how badly we're being impacted by this new mentality thing yet, because this has an impact on the overall stats. I don't yet know what type of impact it's having. But again, it's like, okay, I'm the worst driver on the grid. I've joined the worst team on the grids. So I'm very unhappy that we're the worst people. Just be happy you're on the fucking grids. Be happy that we're like trying to improve. We're actually putting the effort and energy in. Like I could understand if we're like underperforming massively or going backwards or. But yeah, okay, right. So next week we're going back to X4. Just saying. One says a patch that it looks like it addresses some of the annoyances, or if a mod is released that makes it more manageable, then we will come back to this. But it is Frontier, so I don't know. To be fair, in hindsight, I should have probably have held off getting the game. I just carried on watching other people playing it, and then I would have seen these issues and known to not even bother or to hold off. It's one of those where the thing is, the people I watch are simulation / management gamers and fans, so they don't really watch or have an innate understanding of Formula 1 and racing, yeah? So with that in mind, it's why I've probably never really seen the issue watching them, because they're not looking for it, or they're not in a position where they're pointing it out. I am. So yeah, I think ultimately, to see how bad this actually was, I did need to get my own hands on it instead of watching other people. I mean, you know what's frustrating? You know what's really, really frustrating? Because other than that, it's actually, there's a fun game to be had with this. It's just the negative aspects are so great that it just completely overrules the fun, positive parts of the game. And it's so sad when that happens. Like, when you've got something frustrating, that just spoils it completely. Like, I can't even go, oh, you know, it's a shit game, full stop. It's not. It's just, you just need to rebalance a few things. Make the simulation a bit more in depth. Improve the AI, and you've got a good game. It's not an amazing game. It's not a great game, but it's a good game that you can work on and just improve over the years. But do we think that they can patch that in? I don't know. To be bluntly, I've looked into this a lot more than I did the previous games, because they've just ripped off Motorsport Manager too much. I think that's the problem. They should have just gone the right. They've just looked at Motorsport Manager and go, cool, let's just do that. And yeah. And I don't saying that, I don't even have that many hours in Motorsport Manager, to be fair. 80 hours in Motorsport Manager, what I've got, which for me isn't really a whole lot. And that's a game released in 2016, which again is a mobile game that was ported to the PC. And Frontier have just gone, yeah, let's just rip it off. Effectively. Like, if you ever play Motorsport Manager and go through it, you will see where, like, a large percentage of the game is practically identical. Like, the main thing that makes that, the main upgrade is the one. This has got like all the official tracks, whereas if I remember correctly, Motorsport Manager doesn't actually have, I think it has like only 16 tracks in total or something, because it's not licensed. So the fictional tracks, if I remember correctly, because there's no licensing, so it's all fictional. But the general mechanics, yeah, they're just all the bloody same. They really are. Anyway, I'm gonna go and get myself a drink, because I've actually drank all my water. I'm gonna chill out. I'm gonna relax. I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow. If I am, it will only be for a couple of hours before I go to work. Otherwise, I will try to be back either Sunday or Monday. It will be X4. But yeah, I'm sorry that you guys have had to see me actually getting worked up and frustrated. I know it's not normally me. I don't usually get that aggy. But I don't know. Just, you know, we were seeing a bit of it yesterday, and then today we've just seen it on an entirely additional level of how terrible some mechanics of this game actually is. Terrible, perhaps that's too harsh of a word. How unbalanced. I think that's a better way of putting it. The balance is just way off. Hopefully Frontier can get that balance proper. If they do, we'll get actually some proper time in this, because it will be fun. It will be fun. It just feels like we're just constantly being penalised. You know. Which When you got a game that feels like it's just constantly penalising you, like it's picking on you, for lack of a better term, it's not fun. And sorry, if I want that, I'll go and fucking play Dark Souls and just play shit at it. You know. I play this because I want to be at the back of the grid. I want to build myself up over the years to go through where I'm battling through the back markers, then I'm a midfield team, and then eventually I'm looking to like constant pushing for the podiums and eventually title. I want that journey, yeah? But that journey has to be in a way where it's challenging, it's fun. There's no challenge because the challenge just isn't there. It's like I'm not even. We don't look. I mean, having a look here. I've been just looking at this. Look how we are. Like the nature of our drivers means okay, we're still going to be around the back. Yeah. But why the fuck are we so underperforming compared to the capability of our car? We were a minute behind the back markers. Like we were literally lapped by the person in front of us, near enough. That is how bad it was. That does not happen. I'm just curious. How, stat-wise, like I said, we kind of knackered ourselves. I mean, there's no point in me saying because I've got Hajar on my personal save, yeah? And I still have the same problem. And Hajar is like near Formula 1 quality. What am I looking for? Scouting, drivers, filter, F1, car position 1 and 2. There you go. Logan Sargent is 78. So we're 20 rating behind Logan Sargent. Use save game editor to bump Anishi to 99. I'm not going to lie. I am tempted. Right. I mean, this won't be part of the stream or anything. Just for my own. Let's humour ourselves. I don't know. I think we've lost the auto save. Your game is like the real F1 season in the gameplay. What do you mean, Silver? I'm not gonna lie, because this is how I go. Right, so Miami. It's a shame I don't have a save from before China. Like we've already gone past. Oh, actually. We've still got the auto save for weekend preparation. Oh, right. So we're going to save there. I start at the bottom and move up in the ranks. Yeah, but that's what I want to do. But it feels like I'm being penalised because my drivers aren't the best. Like it feels like I'm worse than I should be. So it seems we've still got the auto save. To be fair, it doesn't matter if the thing that I used to get the 100% thing, I've still got it on there, so I could actually grab it off that if I want. So that's what I'm going to do. So one moment, we're going to see. So this is the official save, by the way. So what we're about to do is not going to get saved in. Yeah. So. Alright, actually I need to come out of that before I do this. People, drivers. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna make Anishi a superstar. 19-year-old superstar. Yeah? And we're gonna test the difference between her and Fletcher. I'm not going to modify Fletcher, and this is going to see like how much difference the drivers make, because the car's going to be the same. Like the only thing that's changing, I'm actually going to leave aggression. I'm not going to touch aggression. Right. So, Anishi the superstar. Yeah. So this is basically this works as a good test. So I write the auto save, then come into load the auto save. Assuming it doesn't crash out, because sometimes editing the file can break it. Right. Oh, I didn't. Hang on. I didn't export with optimal settings. Let me just quickly do that because it just saved me a few minutes. I can see why a lot of people just skip practice though. Now we know for certain that it actually does nothing other than impact the confidence. Like, at that point, I just might as well use the save editor, get the 100%. Tell me what the 100% is. Just get that, be done. All right. I'm still going to manage. We're going to keep the test first, but we're just going to 16 exit. Yeah. So I'm going to send Fletcher out first. No, I don't want the cutscene. Seriously, I wish I could disable that. It's so annoying. And then send Anichi out. Get right stuck behind Bottas. Exactly what I didn't want. And now they're fighting. There you go. That's right. Right. Okay, so Anichi. Holy fuck. Wow, are we being strung by our drivers that much? Like, I was expecting, perhaps that's an insane improvement. Are we, is the driver... Holy fuck, we're only like a second and a half off the pole. How? We could actually get her into SQ3. That's insane. If the stats of the driver has that much impact, sorry, that is just absolutely fucking insane to have that level of impact. I mean, it looks like Sonoda's slightly going faster, to be fair. Yeah. No, I'm not going to bother with another run. I'll do 16x in the race as well. In the sprint race. I'm not going to do the full race. We're just doing the sprint. Right, so we can immediately see. Normally, so she was 20th or 21st. Oh no, actually, she in the sprint she was higher. She actually qualified quite well. She was like 18th in the sprint, wasn't she? So it's still like an extra 4 or 5 positions. That's competitive.
We're back, and the action.
Did you do the SQ2 run on new tyres? No, new tyres. I let the AI decide, so it would have been new. I mean, hell, look at how better the tyre wear is as well. Actually, I don't know whether it's that obvious on stream, but there's quite a high jump. I'm not even going to bother making any changes. It's just going to be standard. Like,
here we go.
No strategy.
The sprint in Shanghai. And it's lights out, and away we go.
That was a decent start, you know. Like we're not going to give any instructions. Holy fuck! It's already up to 12th. Back down to 13th. Nah, this is where we're going to see the confidence. So we're going to keep an eye on this. Didn't lose time to Albon when got overtaken though. Got on the head of Albon. So Albon and Nishi's going to have back and forth. Albon getting past did not drop her down the field either. Like she maintained. Oh my days! Look how fast it dropped over. Look how fast it's like picking back up. Even though all he's doing is like going between 12th and 13th, and she are on like your confidence delta. Basically, this is where she started, right? Look how terrible her confidence is compared to standard. I'm still going to go with that. The confidence mechanic's still too powerful. So past Sonoda. Actually, no, we're not catching up to Hamilton. I think we're now spacing out. Okay, 11th. Unless Ricciardo starts catching up. This is where now the car difference is definitely taking effect. Like Anichi's pushed that car as far as he can. This is pushing for points in a normal race. Obviously, it's a sprint. You only get top 8. Sargent locks up, thinking, "Oh God, Fletcher." Fletcher's like 14, 15 seconds behind Joe.
And the sprint goes to the Red Bull.
Don't get me wrong, I was expecting an improvement, but that's an insane improvement.
The competition out there was certainly tough today, and it leaves many coming on.
Like, we pushed that car got pushed way ahead of like where it should be. Like we should be here, realistically. But again, the big difference is even when she got overtaken, it didn't cascade, which is what's been happening. She gets overtaken and then suddenly you just have a massive cascade effect, where that didn't happen this time. So she kept her confidence in a nice sweet spot the entire time. So I managed to push that car. Max rating's 92. Logan's is 78. Inishi's 58 now. Fletcher's 55. I think.
Let's hope the teams took.
Unfortunately, I can't bring it up. Actually, what I'll do, we'll just run simulate, so we can go back to the what's it menu. Old Anishi is 58. Starting 13th in the main race. That's under full. That's under full. Just simulate. Starting 12th because someone's got a grid penalty ahead. No, simulate. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the gap is insane.
So I think you just have to accept that it's not going to be your
run. Ultimately, we finished 15th. Which, to be fair, is kind of where I'd expect to finish. But competitive lap times, which is all I've been wanting. Like I said, when you simulate it, you will always have a car out. This is my massive bugbear. So Fletcher is out. Like she didn't get to the end of the race, and that is my absolute massive bugbear with this game. If you simulate, one of your cars has a much higher chance of DNFing. Didn't even get to the first pit. I'm also curious on something. So boards should be satisfied, right? Satisfied. So what determines whether it's satisfied or not? Actually, this should technically be a static, but anyway, right, cool. So we know that driver stats has a massive, massive impact on the outcome of everything, and that's probably going to be our frustration. Because of the drivers that we picked, they're so far behind the field. I still think it's still too much though. Like if I had the absolute worst car, I couldn't complain. Like worst car, worst drivers, yeah. But I don't have the worst drivers, but I don't even have close to the worst car. You know. I mean, Fletcher's like absolutely fucked at the moment because I'm guessing failed a bunch of stuff. Oh no, because she crashed, so she's got to rebuild the fucking car, of course. Silly me. Yeah. Expected finish 11th. What? What? We were expected to finish 11th, but we ended, so we're actually below target. Okay, so now this makes even less sense because the board's going, yeah, we were absolutely satisfied with that race. Yeah, every previous race we've been above target, and I go, no, we're disappointed. So what am I actually looking for? I don't know. This game makes no sense half the time. Anyway, we've had our nice little experiment. It's because the target is now above 20. It was above 20 before. All we changed is how good Anishi is, and then suddenly it's like they've added a bunch of positions on expectations, yet the board's still happy. I don't know. That's confusing. Like, I repeat myself from earlier. Frontier, fix your shit, please. Honestly. Anyway, right. That's it for tonight. Oh. I'm so glad I've got 2 fans blowing on me. So, you know, we can't... It's keeping me cool enough where the steam isn't coming out of my freaking ears, you know. If I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you Sunday or Monday. Regardless, enjoy your weekend. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Thank you for the pipe train earlier. Much love. Have a good one. Back to X4 next. At least when things go wrong, we find it funny in that. Ciao.